TikTok went dark for some 170 million American users last night. The shutdown may have been short-lived. TikTok says that it is in the process of restoring service after Donald Trump said he would sign an executive order postponing the ban. Joining me now with more is NBC Business and Data correspondent Brian Chung, who's been all over this for us. So take us through what happened, Brian, and what happens now.
Yeah, a dramatic 24 hours from not working as of 11 p.m. Eastern time yesterday to now basically back online. I was confirming it. It seems to be working pretty fine. Here's the TikTok statement on them restoring services. They say, "We thank President Trump," which, by the way, mimics the language that TikTok users saw as they were able to get back in on this Sunday afternoon, for providing the necessary clarity and assurance to our service providers that they will face no penalties, providing TikTok to over 170 million Americans. Certainly a big deal. Again, after the app did go dark yesterday, a lot of people facing a prompt on their phone that says they were hoping that President Trump would do something. And again, it appears that that is happening. I do want to now point to, again, this is what the message that people saw last night or saw today. We are fortunate that President Trump has indicated that he will work with us on a solution to reinstate TikTok. But I want to point out the reason for why we saw TikTok come back online on Sunday is because of President-elect Donald Trump saying just a day before his inauguration that he will issue an executive order on Monday, which would extend the period of time before the law's prohibitions take effect so that he can make a deal, adding later on that he's hopeful that the United States could take a majority ownership in the TikTok U.S. company, which doesn't necessarily outline exactly how that would alleviate some of the national security concerns. But regardless, it seems like this action, at least enough to sway TikTok to turn the switch back on, that is allowing people to scroll again. But again, what happens from here is very much unknown, because what this executive order looks like, how it navigates a law that was passed on a bipartisan basis and signed into law by the current president, is very much a big legal question, Alex.
Let me ask you about the congressional effort to ban TikTok. As you know, it was overwhelmingly bipartisan. Are we seeing any pushback now from lawmakers who supported the ban?
Yeah, we already are, as TikTok is again available on phones. We heard from Senator Tom Cotton in Arkansas saying that now the law has taken effect, there's no legal basis for any kind of extension of its effective date. He actually added on X later on this afternoon saying that he thinks that shareholders might lob challenges against this as well. Now, I do want to point out that there have been other high rank and file GOP Congress folks, including the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, who spoke to Meet the Press this morning about the TikTok issue. Take a listen.
I think we will enforce the law. And when President Trump issued the truth post and said, "Save TikTok," the way we read that is that he's going to try to force along a true divestiture, changing of hands, the ownership. It's not the platform that members of Congress are concerned about. It's the Chinese Communist Party and their manipulation of the algorithms.
So an executive order tomorrow could buy more time to make that divestiture happen. Although I want to point out, again, some of these companies that are offering TikTok on the App Store up until yesterday, like Apple, we have not seen TikTok come back onto the platform because, again, the law says there will be steep penalties for those companies if they do offer this app. So it could be a very interesting story for Apple and Google as well, Alex.